Hey pals, Tyler here again, and I'm back to talk about another Marvel Legends action figure review. And this time, I'm pretty excited. I'm always excited. I try to keep things positive here, but I'm extra excited for this one. I am a big Marvel fan. I'm a big fan of the Avengers. Uh, but one character that I've always been kind of wishy-washy on is Tony Stark, Iron Man. So when earlier a year ago in 2022, the controller wave came out, and there was this Iron Man that came with it, and it was the Alex Ross designed Iron Man that was part of I believe the Christopher Cantwell run of comics. And I needed an Iron Man to fill out my roster of Avengers for Marvel Legends, and honestly, I liked it. It was a fine figure. But something was like, there's a better Iron Man suit out there. I don't know what it is, but there's one out there. Is it one of the MCU ones? Maybe. But for the comics, I didn't really know what was speaking to me. And as I looked through all of the different, iterations of the character that they made for Hasbro's Marvel Legends, I noticed they were missing a big one. They were missing the Extremis Iron Man. Let me just put that there. This is the definitive Iron Man suit, in my opinion. Sure, you got, your classic ones, you got your shell head variety, but Extremis is my Iron Man. And when that was announced, I was elated because this is like the Iron Man I started reading comics with. This is the one that you would see in, I think, Civil War, right around that era, and which is when I started reading. And it's a perfect suit, in my opinion. It's this really sleek, modern design. And honestly, things have iterated on since. Even the movie kind of took a lot of the inspiration from the Extremis suit and made it reality. But since then, we've gotten away from it. We've gotten this a little more classic look to it. So once they announced Extremis, I had to get it. I had to get this one. So let's crack this open and see what we like. Okay, so first up we have the Extremis Iron Man suit. Let's throw this box over there as well. Little set decoration there. Oh boy, this looks so good. I don't know if you can see it, but it is glossy. It really should be, and I think I'm liking that about it. It's right before Civil War at Matt Fraction's Iron Man. Iron Man wore this Extremis suit, and that's a suit I've always wanted to see in it. The suit that I dreamed of. Guess I probably shouldn't be dreaming of these things now, but I am. Yeah, so this is how he comes out right out of the box. He comes, straight, comes with the fist there, sort of like that Arthur meme fist. But yeah, it comes with some blaster hands.
I started blasting. Bang! Wow.
Too, typical Iron Man Marvel Legends fashion. The two blaster hands, one for each. And he also comes with these two blaster effects. These effects are a little different. There seems to be like a color gradient in it as opposed to just a straight yellow. Well, let's put him next to the Alex Ross. I guess it's a modular suit Iron Man. I think that's what they're calling it. But yeah, so this one's a little curved for her pleasure. I know I used that joke before, but who cares? I still think he's really good. He's got a little head swivel here. I wish it would go back a little further, but we'll try it with a flying pose. The chest crunch is good for that flying pose. If you get him on one of those Hasbro dynamic flight stands for a flying pose there. But I do wish his neck went back a little further. It kind of really looking forward. So that's kind of an issue. The arc reactor is just this white color. My lighting can't really get the whiteness of it, but it's just a plain white, nothing fancy. His back is really nice. It's got this nice detailing on it, so you can really see the design of the suit there. Even down to these little dots it has on his back. No giant hole in his back like some of the Marvel Legends have for back pieces I'll never use. He is pinless. Everything is hidden behind all these things except for that little dot there, which isn't a pin. It's actually part of his armor. He's got some nice shoulder pads. I think it's just a really good looking figure all around. There is a bit of an ankle roll here, so that's good. You can kind of maybe hit some better poses in. But I got to work on my posing skills to try and get that done correctly. Okay, so this is what it looks like when he has the blaster effect in. Typical Marvel Legends Iron Man fashion. But let's put him next to the most recent controller wave Iron Man. I believe this suit was designed by Alex Ross. I think it was the Christopher Cantwell run. Really good run. You should check it out. Real good stuff. But it's very different. The Alex Ross one looks like a toy. I don't mean that in a derogatory way. It just does. Whereas the Extremis one, it looks much more realistic, comics accurate, really dark for the time this was in the comics. He just looks sleeker. He doesn't have all these giant protruding points and edges like the Alex Ross one design has, especially around the jawline there. I'm not too big of a fan of that. And I just think in terms of the hands too, the hands are different than the Alex Ross one, so they even changed that up to a bit too. So real good attention to detail there. And there you can see the difference between the hands. It's different fingers really. But pretty much everything is different compared to the last release, which is great, especially when you have a character you release as much as Iron Man. It's good to see something a little different with each release. But yeah, this is the one that is the Iron Man for me. I wonder if I could hit the pose that they have in the back here. Heroic landing pose. I'm not good at posing things, so let's see. Especially with his head, I don't know if I can do it, but let's give it a shot. All right, this is what he looks like he's twerking. I did not do this well. He's doing the iron twerk. I mean, it's fine. I've seen, I think Praeternia on Twitter managed to hit it with some like tack to keep his head in place. I can't figure it out. I'm horrible at posing things. So, whoops, not my forte. But he's a good character either way. I'll probably just throw him on a flight stand instead. A lot less trouble for me. There he is. There's the Extremis Iron Man. You want to focus in there? There we go. I love this. Out of this whole Puff Adder wave, this was kind of the one that stuck out to me the most. And honestly, after unpacking him, I'm pretty darn happy. This is the definitive Iron Man for me. And I think they did a really good job of pulling off the kind of sleek modern look of his suit, but also making him like just a good comic figure. It can bend in all the right places. It is pretty much, you can't even see where all the joints are. You can check behind the knees, but like other than that, it's pretty sleek. Yeah, I really don't have many complaints about it. I think the only complaint I could have is maybe if the red was a little brighter. It's a little dark, but that is trying to find something to not like about it. Maybe some boot blasters actually. I guess I could use these as propulsion things as well. I just thought of that. But like honestly, I don't really have many critiques for it. Like this is my Iron Man, and it's really cool to see it in this action figure reality. I guess if we're gonna give it, what are we gonna rate this on? Let's say out of 5 arc reactors. I like it a lot. Can I give it a perfect 5? I don't. Oh man. No, I can't give it a perfect 5. There's something telling me like it's not the perfect figure, but it might be the best Iron Man out there. I'm gonna give it a 4.75 out of 5. I'm being stubborn. Maybe I'm just being stubborn. It's my reviews. Who cares? 4.75 out of 5 arc reactors for the Marvel Legends Extremis Iron Man, part of the Puff Adder wave. So yeah, I'm gonna put out some more of the Puff Adder wave coming up. I didn't get the whole wave. It didn't really all speak to me, and I can only really get what speaks to me. I can't just get the whole wave. Although that X-Men wave coming out, maybe keep your eye out for that. But yeah, if you like what I'm doing here, give me a like and follow and subscribe. Check us out on the Comics Pals every Saturday at 10 a.m. for our main podcast, and Thursdays at 6 p.m. for our Comics Pals Polls review show, where we review comics. So there's more than just the toy reviews here. This is just my little side project. But if you want to see more of me and you want to see more of the pals, check out other stuff. There's book clubs too. There's a lot of stuff to check out. But I appreciate everything, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.